stove going here. One second. My Lord. It's kind of bad. I kind of like it. A little different. Oh, there we go. Trying to get my Discord to actually show the live stream.
Okay. This one's for you. And
Okay, that's what it do extending. Death Stranding 2 controller. I thought about that. But it looked kind of basic. Two wheels up. Sorry about this. Oh, motherfucker. Damn, that would have been cool. Well, lights for it, though. Bring me up it. That's what I need to do. Bet you I can get up that way.
Your name is Sam, isn't it?
Nope.
We owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looks like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation. You're barely out of breath. Doubt any other porter could hold their own half as well. I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future.
They're wrong.
This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
Oh, that's right in the lab. Oh. Oh, there's a carrier. We should have already had that on.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done. Patched up and good to go.
Alcohol fucks up looking so.
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it's definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself.
Yeah, you can. If he didn't kill him. I blame him.
You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the Chiral Network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Really, Sam, there's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
Couldn't I just use the ship to transport goods?
It's okay. It's alright.
Importer time.
I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Sam, been a while since you...
That masked man. That was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly. I expect he's behind recent disruptions to the tar currents, too. Well, you don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup. Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family.
Ah, yes. The brigands object to virtually all forms of change. Which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it? Ah, yes.
Apparently, you can create your own custom if you haven't...
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
So what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the... Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main... All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1. On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be found. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain, if that sounds good to you. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can just remember that floating carrier...
Feels good.
I think I dropped this off in the gallon. Where the fuck is that?
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Okay. Alright, yeah, over there. Alrighty.
Floating carriers can be loaded with cargo. cargo once deployed in the field.
Trying to big enough to build a couple different things. Way. Car folks in the ground still? That was built one in the generator, but there's already one here. I gotta delete it somehow. Okay.
Construction process now complete.
Maybe they build faster.
Structure successful.
I will be gone tonight.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Really?
And just
Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this way to avoid that spider thing. Oops, whatever. You damage your cargo every time you tap the rock. It's annoying as hell. I should have left that delivery. Damn it. Seven. What's the bigger one? But that's what I was trying to avoid. There's another one. Why is that game this way? Oh, Grizzle's through here. Oh my god. Separated from cargo. Cargo.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Disengaging weapons restriction.
Take care, Sam.
But we have one fucking Grizzle. Oh, that was getting not very many. Damn it, there's a spider thing. Majority of them. Oh well. Alright, what's that?
Must have been further now.
No anomalies.
Well done, Sam.
Please submit materials.
Oh, I gotta change the materials for it? For 3,800. $14.40 and $12.80. Can I not pick what I want? Where we got that? Captain, I'm about to circle. There's a resources I don't want yet.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Really?
Yeah! This fucking rocks! Woohoo! Yeah! This fucking rocks! Woohoo! Yeah! This fucking rocks! Yeah! This fucking rocks! Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! This fucking rocks! Yeah! Woohoo!
Monorail. What many resins do I need to upgrade that? We gotta upgrade these two as we go along. Well, not this one in particular, but any newer ones. $12.80 and $14.40.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Highly customizable.
Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was gone for good. We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's alright, we'd like you to have this.
More batteries that can connect to the vehicle. Multiple ones.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's time for to recharge the battery. Alright. Flood warning area. Yeah, it probably would have been handy.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
I want my red glasses back. POC. Okay. You know.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done.
Wow, what we got going on here? It's not even full of resin. I just went and got 2,800 resin. I don't even have 1440 to it. Do I got any in my private? Nope. That's such crap. Now can I take the monorail out of here?
Fucking rocks.
I need to get on top of one of these monorails. I'll figure it out. Are there gonna be some BTs up here?
Woo-hoo! $19.20 and 21.60. Can I just? Why does it have to be such a high amount? Why did the other rails? There's a bunch of them. fucking rocks.
Very impressive work, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Remember to rest, Sam. Very impressive work, Sam.
I guess I could just turn it on right before I build something and then turn it back off. I wish I could save like presets, some for when I'm fighting and some when I'm not. You know, bullshit. They're really nice to have in certain episodes. try to help people out with some lights. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Hey! Hey, you. Anybody out there?
Just little old me.
Somebody lend me a hand.
Hey, I need help too.
My name's Sam.
No way, same here.
Somebody lend me a hand.
Hey, I need help too.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago,
4 years.
Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away.
Or is the same Lou?
And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries.
Lou's a repatriate.
Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Sleeping market, dude. Why would I be up right now? What are you doing delivery that night? Bedtime, motherfucker.
Sam, it's Charlie.
Charlie.
The new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well.
Again?
Visit the delivery terminal in Westport Knot to take on the relevant main order.
I bet you're starting to talk too much.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there, by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
What's in that cargo box down there? I want that tumbler. The white. What's the white one do? What's the white one? Somewhat satisfying. Where's the other? Give me that motherfucking bug. He eats the bugs. Yeah, you drink and all that stuff. May eat a bug in here, but that's it. Don't you actually eat regular meals? Try to go hunting, but you get a negative 100 likes if you kill an animal. And you just randomly smack into them, bastard. Nah, but I ain't reading all that crap though. Moby Dick.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
That's probably that robot. It's an AI.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. Do you want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant.
Pregnant? Not gonna get pregnant. They're dead.
Hey, Pop. This is weird.
EE. There's supposed to be, in the first game, they talked about multiple EEs, speech entities, and from animals, like whales and stuff, but it has to take a bunch of them. Like Amelie is just another one. You can't do it on a fucking chiral network. What the fuck?
And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him.
Do it. Where's that block? That was the guy right to Congress and talking about the tar.
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
I think I'm missing a few ones there, dude. Videos on my phone at the same time, playing games.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. That sure looked good, Sam.
Okay. Oops. What did he tell you?
Sam, I really... There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures. Apparently, they will drain your batteries. There may be other deleterious effects. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated.
I should. Power crystals. Where's all the other colors I was supposed to get on the DLC stuff? I don't think I unlocked any of that. Oh. Great, man.
The extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Feels good.
I hate this steering on the bike.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Once the roads get done, and I unlock some more, I'll do a bunch of side stuff. I know you unlock a lot doing all that shit. I need to. See right beside the musician? We're gonna take that. Oh, that's a hell of a trick, like up there and that. No. What is that? Play gate? There's my bike I couldn't take through. Did it push it through? I wonder. I'm gonna accept these two, but You bro.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I don't know if I can use a truck to get up there. Oh, my bike. I can recall it. That's cool. There's some decals and shit. Still trying to figure out what's better to have, four of the small ones or 3 in one.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Order.
Please select a destination.
Can I
Thank you.
put my truck in it and then go cargo? Be nice to fast travel out places like that. What kind of truck is this? Never mind. Yeah, you need to get a reduced delivery. clean this tar up? You got some tar scrubbers you can deliver to this place? This is almost done for. Let's delete it. Maybe a better one will spawn. What? The materials are beside it. I guess someone was about to submit them and it transferred over before he submitted it. I'm sure he used to keep it. Fuck you and your bridge. Taking your shit, dude. Oh wait, that is...
Got a little cargo under the shelf in the back.
Nah, we'll fix it. I guess that's one of their... This ain't a real person. I'm still gonna get rained on, huh? I remember the best path up. Is there a road somewhere? Can't go in the middle. Right here. Where are we at?
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
No. We're going pretty quick. We're up a hill. I believe my front tire thing's sliding out from underneath me like the last game would do. Uh-oh. Oh, we died.
Well, this is the pic.
First is standard order.
Something about the way you work is just inspiring. So I want to give you this data. Hopefully, it'll make your life a bit easier.
He has a lot of music from. Yeah, it does upgrade their firmware shit.
Do you have enough materials?
We need to kind of work on some vibe shit. 5-star people. Best to order prep. Grenade launcher.
Shotguns can be devastating at close range, but they're not really suited to long-range combat. However, the grenade launcher more than makes up for these range issues. This data was sent to me on the chiral network from people impressed with all your hard work. So, you might say it's the result of your ongoing efforts to connect everybody. Now, while I got you here, let me share another song. I've got a feeling you'll vibe with this one. Kick back and check it out when you can. I really hope to see you again. Later, man.
Order completed. Well done.
That was me for the next facility for Geddes when that first spawned. Or bringing online me. Whoa.
I always knew I could rely on you.
Everything was green. Why am I boosting? I already know the best way back over there. I know there's a huge drop off. I hit a small little amp and I was gonna land back on the ground and it just landed right past it and went off like 50 feet. Did not die somehow. Didn't even destroy my bike, damaged it. So, man, I've done there in a crevice somewhere. We can try to cut through, it's not my fault. Get out of my way, Tree.
Hey! Anybody out there?
At least the truck lifts up now. The last one, it lifts up only in the water. Even though other porters would have them lift it up all the time. Hey, is that a road? Let's build it. Oh, we gotta scan it first. Oh, shit. Boy. Let's go get some. That's it. It's gonna be a good road right there. Now, let's go get, ceramics. Can we get ceramics? we good. We don't got enough for it though. Are you working on it now or the bucket? Let's check it out. I put a sign here so I can read it on the map later on which way to go. Stop. Stupid. Stop running. Still hitting wrong buttons.
Okay.
That way, when I look on the map and plot shit, I know where that little trail is.
Almost there.
Right down, Plants here, we'll take that in a second. What we'll do.
Security measures lifted. Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
Can I pick it out from on the outside of the truck? Is that like fucking Shelby on here or something, guys?
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam?
I'm gonna get a cup of coffee real
Does
quick.
this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here. Wow, just... wow. It doesn't get any better.
Alright, 1 second. Alright.
Of all the things you could have brought us,
Where did you even find this? Thank you, Sam. We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future.
Give me a jetpack or something, dude. Did I get this like that? Arrow. Let me sit up here, dude. Come on, sit up. There's quite a bit of area on here. I think there with the Magellan. The tar cannon. Extinguish fires by dousing them with a decontaminated tar. Fires. There's a fire element to this game now. Nah, it don't work on catchers. It heals them.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So there's one mule base. I might be able to set one of these. I don't know if they stay there permanently or until they're damaged. But there's one by a base. I forget the name of it. If you shoot a sniper rifle from inside the base, the mules will actually come to that base on the inside. Well, not inside the building, on the inside of the area. And I can use a cannon to take them out automatically. Also, it has to be manned. Probably a manned cannon. Maybe it'll become auto.
The connection looks strong and steady to me.
I ain't know
That
about
cargo you
cowboy.
brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way.
When are we going to Brazil?
I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own. You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no voidouts at any rate. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Build my own Jimmy and get yours out of here. I want better stuff to show up.
Hydration recommended.
Damn. Is that the one that just deleted? That is the one that deleted. I'm not gonna lie, you see, that's the same exact person, Red 7. Back it. I got a better idea.
This river's rising, Sam. We mustn't underestimate the potential risks here.
Oh, right in the river, hold on. We're gonna build a bridge, but we're gonna... Where was it? I don't remember. Oh, I gotta activate all three? Damn. So I got 60 of 65. Damn. The distance changes the required resources. Can I make it shorter? Like that. That's how I want it. Short. Perfect. Right there. Build, motherfucker. Pull it up a little bit.
Looks like a way through.
It didn't say nothing about it getting flooded out. Test it. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I ain't gonna know. Hard to get metal, it seems like. There's 400 here and there, and that's it. Why is that no more? Damn. Damn, he don't have any metal either. ain't gonna.
You've
I'm
been
trying to
working
trigger a
pretty hard.
save. I don't want to leave the bridge unfinished. What a fucked up drift. This thing's rusting out quick. I already have this song unlocked.
And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got
Making the rain come up like Carl.
sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
Just gonna die again. Right, let it go.
I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing worrying me.
You think I spooked her?
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Oh, that charges your battery. Kind of weird, huh?
No, can't do it now.
Can't be.
Now's not the best time.
Damn.
There's a time for everything. This ain't it. No, can't do it now.
I'll try to pay on the fire hydrant. Can I repair it right here? No. Let me put a sign here, but it didn't at the top. I don't think it's supposed to meant to be one right here.
Feels good.
Where is? Oh, one. in my head. Not that big.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with timefall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
Yeah, put it in the body bag. That's what they do on the old one. Episode 4, Raindrops. We ain't gonna get far into it.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Chirograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
As usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged. I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development. Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet.
Take her magic kit and make it on my bills so they last longer. Can you do something like that? I've never done any of the training stuff. I wonder if it actually unlocks anything.
feels good. Nice repair job. She's practically sparkling.
But it could say my truck would be in the way or something. I need to try to store as much materials in a gel as possible. $600 more. At least it ain't back in 3,200 more.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Please take measures to withstand the heat.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
I guess there's gonna be BTs. Oh, forest area. I think we're gonna park our truck
Hey
in
Sam,
the Magellan
Charlie here.
and then go on foot.
Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Can't wait until our next chance to speak.
Wait, I was supposed to capture it? I wasn't really paying attention. I'll take the shot, let it. We'll park it somewhere and then use it on the way back. If I can, I don't even know. I wasn't really paying attention.
What in the world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network.
Argon.
Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Oh, I can use it on the go? I thought I had to mount it. Oh, I can mount it. Like a fire or deploy. But if I deploy it, does it do it automatically or what? That's what I want to test. Do not boost. I hate them. I don't know why someone put a boost sign there.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm gonna run out just to cut through here.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Damn, that's a good little magnetic steel plate. Oh, take a little bit.
Hey, Sam, over there! I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport. All right, time to make our getaway.
Look up my truck. Right, maybe I shouldn't have left my truck behind, huh? Ah, what was all in that anyways? Cargo and shit. We'll go drop it off. We'll go back and put my truck up like that. Leaving all the cargo in it. And drop this stuff off. Well.
Won't last long at this rate, Sam. Handle it with greater care, please.
Am my truck getting burnt? I'm ruining everything. Damn it, that ain't working. Alright, reload. I fucked it all up. I hope I had a recent save. Damn it. Alright, we're leaving our truck. Where was that?
Can't wait until our next chance to speak.
Take what we need. Do the rest. 9. Damn it.
Feels good.
Still got that. Here's someone else's truck. I'll kill it for a second to get it up as close as possible. Drive through the fire. Oh wait, we already have the mission going. Yeah. Nah, this is the truck. You can keep the truck, dude. Did I get my water cannon though? Nope. Or tar cannon, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, I've seen a couple deploy, but they didn't seem to be deployed in good areas.
What in the world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Where'd this well come from, though? Some of this is like worth quite a bit. I'm gonna get as much as I can without dying.
I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport. make our getaway.
I'm gonna go over this one too. Climbed over a bush. One's closer to the fire, worth way more. I think that was it. See, why'd you put mounted one up here? You needed one down.
This was
in
marked
the
as a
beginning.
dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Good. Maybe I should just go. Alright.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Damn it. It's kind of cool they brought a fire element, but it does actually be annoying real quickly too. There's gonna get hit. Glowing orange, but it ain't on fire.
Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
I'm not gonna deliver everything. Don't let the heat get you down, right? But we need to deliver. Put the other stuff in the private locker. I don't think we'll get much if we do it all right away. shit. Content damage is still good though. Like a kangaroo and money.
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Decoy hollow grenade. Grenade that produces a decoy hologram to draw enemies' attention. Must be activated manually once thrown. Oh, that's no fun. With all this technology, it can't turn itself on at impact. Hologram produced will depend on what the nearby enemy is doing. Hey, face that 20. They're raising the tar, get the fire out. What's that girl gonna do? I don't see how they got these BP powers with Amelie on. You know, you gotta have a bunch of ETs. Is there a lot of them? All the babies are coming in.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Reverse time goal. Huh?
Whenever I stepped outside, the time pull came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the time pull. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No! We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainey, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. We wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold. Come on.
quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine.
Right.
It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers. Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How well animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations. Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHP Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Report.
Order completed. Well done.
No, I need to trigger a save real quick. There it goes. Probably won't go past a certain amount.
Thanks for coming to visit us. Reviewing the order details. I can't believe you found this. We have some data that we think you might like. Give it a look.
Wait, what was it? I didn't even check.
We're upping the amount of material.
Now displaying your current portal grade.
You can shelter behind, or even inside this hologram if you like. Of course, it won't work if the enemy sees you while you're attempting to hide, but if you use these grenades wisely, you can remain undetected for ages, if you like the sound of that.
Order completed. Well done.
I still struggle to believe.
I did go up to 3. I didn't think it would.
We'd like
But
you
it
to have
stopped
this data for everything you've done.
right on it.
See
So
what
it
you
might
think.
not have been a good idea. I'm gonna do a test here real quick. See if I just did it a couple at a time. I did it the same way, but
We're upping the amount of material.
Now displaying your current portal grade.
Most armed groups are terrified of BTs, so they'll clear out the moment they catch sight of anything resembling one. Mind you, if they happen to get close enough to touch the hologram, they'll quickly figure out it isn't real. So, think
But
carefully
no one can
about
see
where you
BTs.
deploy them. Come back soon.
Oh, thanks for coming. Wait, where'd you find this cargo?
Now displaying your current portal grade.
damn it, I wasn't even close to enough light.
If there's nothing else, that
Tell me, Minnie. It doesn't, does it?
Is this cargo what I think it is? Wow.
Now displaying your current portal grade.
Order completed. Well done.
I can't believe you found this. We have some data that we think you might like. Give it a look.
This one can be activated remotely. Or is it the style? Or is it the same one? It's just upgraded. I don't know if it's the same item or not.
We're
so-
upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
Now displaying your current portal grade.
You can shelter behind.
Order completed.
I need to get a lot of cargo. One, I know I can rank up to 5 stars, but this test, I'm pretty sure it's kind of like the first game where it's limited on some things. How far you can rank up. You gotta wait for an email, read it, then you can rank up more. You get that sleeping.
Are you kidding me?
Now displaying your current portal grade.
I might not even get the 3. Unless that last one's big. Probably shouldn't have done that one and did the last one instead.
Thanks. I can't believe you found this.
No, wait. That one wasn't big, but it still jumped up over the 3. What the fuck?
We'd like you to have this data for everything you've done. See what you think.
So make some run, but it might pull them in too to go check it out. Either way, which was the attraction, I guess.
We're upping the amount of materials.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Mind you.
Alright, we're down here.
Order completed. Well done.
We need to go back to the bridge. Is that fire out? I can run into it. Wait, we gotta get on the Magellan. Damn it, let me get to the bridge. Where's this? I didn't return this.
Glad that you could make... Is this cargo what I think it is? Wow.
Yeah, it didn't go up after 3. Usually it's like 2 3/4, or this place it stops at 3.
Thanks again.
She has no mission.
Order completed.
Alright, we'll hit Magellan and then fast travel.
Yeah, sure thing. Yo! Hey, yeah!
Thanks for the help. Man, this one's for you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Cargo. I need cargo. Oh, yeah, I do. But I don't care about that. Like it. Figure the load times would be a lot longer. The game, your main save will automatically load when you break the game, but it won't load into the game. It just loads in the background, so whenever you hit continue or whatever, or load that save, it's instant. It loads. I think if you load a different save, it will take a minute. Basically loads the save and then just sets the main menu as the background. Alright, guys. I think we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna try to trigger an autosave real quick. I probably need to make a manual save too, but it didn't do it. Come on, do an autosave. Usually when you do that, we'll do a manual. We can delete saves this time. That was good. Ooh, if I put on brutal, wonder if we get better shit. Better on likes, better on everything. I gotta turn that package in first. Alright guys, I'm crashing. We'll finish up tomorrow. You guys have a good night.